This is Bruce Matson, your host of the show of Metric Scout Fantasy Football, and I'm here to talk about some more Rashod Bateman. You saw the thumbnail. The thing is that my inbox has always been blowing up about Rashod Bateman all season long. People can't get enough of him, and quite frankly, I can't get enough of him either. I gotta constantly talk about him. I gotta help you guys out navigate those Rashod Bateman waters because that's what I do. Right now, Rashod Bateman, what we're looking at is a guy with a 19% target share, 20% of the Ravens' air yards. He's being targeted on 22.4% of the routes that he runs. He has 87 yards after the catch, and he's scored double-digit fantasy points in his last 3 games. He scored 11 points, 10.2, and 14. He was a wide receiver 2 last week in week 10. That was his best performance so far in the year. He has not scored a touchdown yet, with him getting a 19% target share routinely, 20% of the air yards routinely. It's a matter of time. And once he gets 1, he's probably going to transition to 2 and maybe 3 by the end of the year, if not more. We can see that happen. This week, week 11, he's got a showdown against the Bears. This probably is going to be a slower paced game. The Bears has been decent against the pass. However, if they decide they just want to lock down Marquise Brown, Mark Andrews, and let the Rook try to beat him, he may get funneled some targets. That might happen. This game script could break and blow up. Who knows? I am less bullish due to the matchup, but honestly, he should be on a roster in your league no matter what in redraft. He should be coveted super tight no matter what in Dynasty. If he's sitting there on waivers right now, it doesn't matter. Pick him up. He is a speculative asset who should be a stash on everybody's bench. Well, it can't be everybody's bench, but at least on a bench in every league. If possible, get him on your team now. Anybody who's been following the channel knows I've been advocating this every week since week 5 or so, week 4. Once we got the news he was coming back from injury, the numbers, though, is looking good. He is getting targeted. He is getting air yards. He is a big proponent in the offense. Marquise Brown is there. He is a wide receiver 1. Mark Andrews is a heavily used tight end, and he's still getting his workload. Rashod Bateman is in a good spot. He's in a good spot to be a good stash at the end of anybody's bench in fantasy. I would want him going forward through the rest of the year, and I think it's a matter of time before we start seeing him have some bigger games, some blow-up spots. Watch the matchups with him, and guess what? If your flex spot is a little iffy, if you need help at wide receiver, he's going to be there for you. He's getting targeted. He's routinely getting double-digit fantasy points. And these are games where the game script has been broken. I mean, the Ravens only had 3 points on the board during most of the game last week against the Chargers. They started off very slow. We got a game script here with the Bears that's not looking too sexy. Honestly, they've been in unsexy or not sexy or ugly game scripts these last few weeks anyway. So what's the difference? And what if that defense, they just want to blanket those top receivers and let the Rook run and see if the Rook can beat them? What if they do that and he gets some of those targets? Who knows? It's not like they're going to rely on the running backs. It's not like they're going to let Devonta Freeman get 30 carries. They are going to have to mix it up, and Rashod Bateman's eventually going to get his. Will it be this week? Will it be the week after? Will it be sometime down the road? It's going to happen. If he continues to get this share of the workload, which is not going to fall off, if anything, if something happens to Marquise Brown, something happens to Mark Andrews, it's going to exponentially go up because he is a very good wide receiver prospect. Make sure you got Rashod Bateman. He better not be on your waiver wire or I'm coming after you. But I want to thank you for watching the show, sticking with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every subscription matters. It fuels me to keep helping you guys with your fantasy teams. It fuels me to keep going over the tape with you guys so you can get a good look at what these players are doing on the field. And we're also on the quest for 1,000 subscribers. We're trying to hit that by the end of the football season. Every subscription matters for us reaching our goal. Again, I want to thank you for watching the show, and I'll catch you next time.